Hello, welcome to this video. Today we will see the basic features you need to know to start using Adobe Photoshop CC 2018 for the beginners. Adobe Photoshop CC 2018 is one of the best professional software for photo editing and manipulation, and also use it to create vector graphics completely customized. This software is available under a subscription plan only, as all other main Adobe 2018 products. Leave us comment below in the video description to give us feedback and improve our future guides for this software. When you open Photoshop, the welcome page opens. In order to start with a new Photoshop project, an existing one, or with any photo from Creative Cloud or Lightroom. On the left side, use Open to open an existing Photoshop project or start from any image, where use Create New. To start with a new empty project on your own, this opens the New Document dialog box, where you can choose between several ready templates depending on the category on top, from photo to film and video. You can also start from customized setup to preset details on the right. In order to fix the document width and height, its orientation, its resolution pixels, and other advanced options such as the color of its background, when you go to create below, a new Photoshop project or document is created and shown as an empty sheet with size and orientation chosen and listed as small tab at the very top. You can open other picture and projects by going to the file and then to open. This will be listed under the other tabs as independent document on top. In case you open pictures, remember to unlock all the future modifications for it by double clicking on its layer under the layer window. Beside the document, you have the main toolbar on the left with the main tools inside the software, the option bar on top with the main options and properties for the current tool used, and several windows on the right used to manage your objects and corrections. If you ever miss one of these, you can open it by going to Window and then choosing it from the list. A Photoshop project is a document that collects several objects called layers, which can be images, vector graphics, and also corrections. Let's see and get a general overview on what you can do with Photoshop CC 2018. The toolbar shows all the tools you can apply on your document through several buttons. Some of this group multiple tools, showing a small light arrow in the corner. In this case, you can open the full list of the tools by right clicking on the main button. The crop tool is used to size your old Photoshop project. For example, to crop your image or simply extend your workspace, you can move the grid by clicking and dragging it. Scale it through its nodes on the corner and rotate it around its center by dragging from outside. You can also change the center by moving the central circle. From the options bar on the top, use Cancel to undo all. or use commit to apply the crop tool. Pay attention if you see checkboard. This area represents parts of your document which are completely blank and transparent. You can check your document in progress by zooming in and out while holding Alt down and using your mouse wheel, and panning by holding the spacebar keys and clicking and dragging. To apply basic corrections on your object, you can use the transform selection under edit in order to move, scale, rotate, skew, distort and flip as you like most. You can edit the object just like the grid of the crop tool. If you need to apply a precise transformation, you can use the options bar on the top to fix the object position under X horizontal and Y vertical. Its size under width and height. Saving the aspect ratio by enabling the chain button in between, and any rotation angle and skew on the right. To undo, use the cancel or the commit button. You can use either the brush or the pencil tool to brush freehand on your picture by holding on your click and brushing on it. Use the options bar to fix the brush mode, its size and hardness. Use the color window on the right to pick your favorite color or get it directly from your screen by holding Alt down. The healing brush and clone stamp tool are advanced brush tools used to apply corrections on your photos by taking its same pixels, starting from reference point that is indicated through a small cross. Both of the tools work the same. Hold Alt down and click on the picture to fix the reference point. Then just click and drag on the picture to brush on it. The clone stamp tool pastes exactly what is under the cross as you brush, where the healing brush tool does not apply a simple paste, as it drops pixels according to the mode chosen from the option bar. Below the gradient tool, you have two other advanced brush tools to apply corrections on your picture. You can use the blur tool to increase the blurriness levels by clicking and dragging. If you hold Alt down and brush, you will apply corrections in the opposite way. Sharpening the picture, remember to use option bar to fix brush size and strength. Use the smudge tool to drag and move the pixels of the picture. Use the dodge tool to enhance the exposure levels on either the shadows. The midtones are the highlights of the picture according to the range above. If you hold Alt down, you will reduce the exposure level of the brushed sides instead. Use the sponge tool to reduce or increase the color intensity depending on what you choose under mode on the option bar. The eraser tool is used to remove pixels from the picture. If you make any mistakes, use Ctrl Z to undo. You can also use the history window to undo and check your previous actions in order. Very important are the selection tools. Use it to select a limited portion of your objects in order to apply all your modifications just within it. For example, if you enable the rectangle marquee tool and click and drag on the picture, you will create a selection area within a dashed counter. At this point, any editing you apply will be effective just within such a region. You can choose between several selection tools depending on the kind of shape you need. The marquee tools select with a defined rectangle or elliptical shape. Lasso, polygon, guided with magnetic lasso, following the color contrast and border. The quick selection tool is different, since it selects all the parts you brush on, extending the selection areas according to the color contrast. You can also find and customize your selections even when using different selection tools. If you hold Shift down, you will add new selections with removing the existing ones. Whereas, if you hold Alt down, you can remove selected parts away, or even all of them to remove any selection. These selection tools are often used to cut, copy, or paste parts of an object. Once you have selection area, just go to Edit and then to Cut, Copy, or Paste. In particular, when you use Paste, you will place the copy as a new independent object or layer, as you can see from the layer window on the right. The layer window shows all the layers inside your Photoshop project, listed from top to bottom. From this list, you can select the layer to start editing it. Also, in case you have selection areas, any tool, cut, or correction will affect the layer that is selected from the layer window. Moreover, the layers list set also the order of the visibility between this object. For example, if the text is MO layer 0, this is shows in front of the on your workspace. Otherwise, if you click and pull text after the layer 0, the text layer is placed behind layer 0. Moreover, you have several options to manage the visibility and the modifications on each of this layer. Use the eye icon to hide or show a layer, or use any lock button above to stop modifications on the selected layer, such as its position, corrections from the brush tool, or any possible editing through the lock button. To delete a layer, just select it and use the bin button at the bottom. The layer window listed several kinds of layers, pixels layers representing image and photos. Live shapes indicating vector graphics, type layers which are related to titles, and adjustment layers that apply corrections. Let's check all of this. Vector shapes are objects that are not rendered in the pixels and so do not lose quality when you edit the shape them. You can use the shape tools inside the toolbar to drop your favorite shape by clicking and dragging. Then with either the option bar or the properties window, you can fix the size and the position for such objects, including its fill color, its strokes color, and thickness and style. Type layers are pieces of text that are not yet rendered in the pixels, just like vector shapes. With the type tool enabled, click and drag on the workspace to create new text area box, which sets where the text can spread. Then type inside horizontally or vertically depending on the type tool you have chosen. You can use the option bar or the character window to fix the text properties such as font, style, size, distribution, color, and deformation. Just make sure to have text selected or any change won't be applied. Remember to finalize the text creation by clicking on the commit button above. Adjustment layers are used to apply corrections, especially on pictures and photos. From the adjustment window, you can select between several corrections such as brightness and contrast, saturation, threshold, and more. When you click on one, a new adjustment layer is added, affecting the old workspace by default. If you add this layer with the selection area, only such region will be affected. The adjustment layer is composed by two parts. As you can see from the layers and the other property windows, the adjustment properties where you set and find its options, and the mask which sets where the correction is applied. White color for the active regions and the black where the effect is off. Keep in mind that the adjustment layer affects just all the layers that stay below in the layer order. To add special effects such as transparency, contour, shadow, and glow, just right click on a layer and go to Blend options. check it out. If you need to join up two or more layers, select them both while holding Ctrl down. Right click and go to Convert to Smart Object. At this point, you can move and transform all of them at the same time. But if you need to cut any part or brush on it, you have to convert the Smart Object to render pixelated layer. To do so, just right click and go to Rasterize layer. Pay attention that this action is permanent. This operation is also used to unlock editing and brush corrections on vectors and text by rendering their pixels in this way. Now, let us see how to save and render your project document. If you go to File and then to Save As, you can choose the file name and the format to use. For example, .psd format. Save the old Photoshop document you have opened in order to able to apply modification in the future or any of its layers, adjustments and setup.